Hello there guys, come on in. Of course, I'm going to surprise you right now. We've got a pre-workout review coming hot off the press. This one, an Australian-based company. We've got Nexus Sport Nutrition's pre-workout. It's called PER4M, and this one is the 2.0 version, which is actually a limited edition, and they've all got different numbers on the front of them. We've got number 327 here, and I think they've released around between 2,500 and 3,000 of the two flavors it comes into. Of course, I'm going to delve into that in a further segment of this review, going through those usuals: taste, price, label, primarily the real world effects of this stuff. It might just be Australia's strongest ever pre-workout. And let's be honest, if you're into the pre-workout world, we know that Australia is one of the strictest countries in the world on pre-workout formulations. In fact, I think they are number one. I know Canada's up there, and there's a few other countries as well that really struggle to put anything really into their pre-workout formulations. These guys might have just done it, and we're very excited to get into this review. And all we ask you guys watching along in return is a thumbs up on the video, any comments you have down below, and of course a subscription to help us out. And in turn, of course, we hope to help you out in the future whilst determining your pre-workout choices to save you that hard-earned cash. Let's get into this one and see how it performs. Okay, first segment, least important, but it's covered anyway. It's the taste and it's the mixability of the product. Now, I know this comes in two different flavors. I think there's only sour apple on the website right now, which looks to be sold out. All I can say is it's very much worth keeping a close eye on this company. Now, this one, the one we've got, is sour blue raz. The other flavor, as I mentioned, is sour apple. Now, I probably would have preferred the apple, but I'm not necessarily against blue raz. It's just one of the old historical boring flavors. Maybe. Of course, open mind on this one. So 2 scoops, 32 grams of actives here. Could be a strong one. So 1, and of course, in goes 2. So blue raz, about to go down the hatch. I can't really show you the mixability. I've used this one 4 or 5 times. No problems with mixability. It does get a bit frothy. Yeah, there's a bit of like froth-like stuff. You do have to sort of wait for it to come down. Now, let's do this one for you. A lot of pop, some fizz action. Blue raz going down the hatch now. It is a good one. It's a unique one because it is sour. Surprise, surprise, as it says on the label, it is sour. I like that. I've always liked sour pre-workouts, person dependent. It's got a unique twist to it. There's nothing nasty on the back end. There's no medicinal bitterness. It's not chalky. It's got a nice consistency. It's nice and sweet. It is sour, tart, and in your face. It's a strong flavour, quite overpowering. I like all that. It adds for me to the placebo of potency. 9 out of 10 on the flavour scale. It's a good start. How much are we spending on this pre-workout? Is it breaking the bank? Let's move into there now. Of course, guys, that moves us into the price of the product. Is it going to break the bank? Well, there's a few nuances here, and I'm going to go through them as quickly as possible for you guys at home. Head on over to the nexusnutrition.com website. You can see this product and other products on the website. Now, the discount code RB15 knocks off 15% off of most of the products on the website. I am just going to put that code out there. That being said, there is a little comment on this pre-workout that says, due to its limited availability, discount codes do not work. It's worth a shot, try it, try your luck, but I don't think it's going to work. I'm also going to do you a favour and show you the countries that it does ship to. So it's not just Australia. Us here in the UK can get it, as Americans, etc, etc. Now, it comes in a 50 or 25 serving size. You know the drill, guys. We go by consistency's sake. So we're going by the 25 servings, which I am led to believe most people will be going in towards that style of taking the product. I'm also going to flash US dollars and Australian dollars up on the screen, but I'm going to be talking Great British Sterling. £45 for a tub. Divide it up by that 25 servings, right? It comes in at £1.80 Great British Sterling. Now on our consistent pricing scale, it actually squeezes itself into a 4.5 out of 10. So it's actually only slightly more expensive than what we would consider to be the price of an average product across the world. So considering it's limited edition, it's a big old tub, stacked formula to be shown next. We could be onto a winner here. Let's move into the label and see where the money's going. Okay, so we're now into the label of this limited edition pre-workout. It's PER4M 2.0 by Nexus. And it is a stacked formula with a lot of ingredients here. So I'm going to do it justice and run it through, but quickly. I'm going to talk about the primary functions of each ingredient. Otherwise, we're going to be here all day long. Now, I'm going to also be going by, of course, the maximum serving size. In this case, 2 scoops, 32 grams. 10 grams of citrulline starts us off, which is a mega dose. You know, we don't often see more than that in a pre-workout. It's in there for blood flow, nitric oxide production, and ultimately the pumps in the gym. Beta-alanine, again, a mega dose, 5 grams. We normally only see 3.2, so we're getting way above here. For the beta tingle, the itchy paresthesia type feel as the pre-workout kicks in, and an endurance-based factor when the body's saturated. And it must be noted at the higher dosage, the body will saturate it with it at a quicker rate. Agmapure, as of course, agmatine sulfate at 500 milligrams. Now, yes, trademarked. Yes, probably about half the dose we normally see in this case. It's going to work with the L-citrulline, which is a mega dose for more nitric oxide production, skin splitting pumps. Sodium chloride salt, 200 milligrams, muscle contractions and pumps. Potassium citrate, muscle contractions, electrolyte balance, hydration benefits. L-norvaline, blood flow, 100 milligrams, about a little bit of a lower dose, more nitric oxide production. And pine bark, 50 milligrams. Now again, a slightly lower dose, but a lot of ingredients here. We move into the Level Up Energy Blend, taurine, 800 milligrams. Normally see that about 1,000, but nonetheless, natural energy production. Focus benefits, endurance benefits, athletic performance, jack of all trade, right? Caffeine anhydrous, mega dose, 500. That's the one that shocked me most, because Australia, I can't remember the rules, I don't live there, but I'm sure they can only have like 200 per product. It's a big dose, right? Not to be sniffed at, to be used in caution, of course. 5 cups of coffee, couple of energy drinks straight down the hatch, energy and stimulation. Juglans Regia extract from the walnut, 250 milligrams. Now that's a good dose. We often say it can be likened anything from DMHA all the way down to not feeling it at all. It's really effects dependent on that ingredient. If it's in the good form, it will of course give us a euphoria, energy, stimulation, focus, dialed in feelings. We like to see it. We've got Synactive, 50 milligrams, energy, recovery, endurance, jack of all trade, 50 milligrams of that one, and 30 milligrams of bitter orange, about 15 milligrams of synephrine, a low dose again, fat burning potential, energy. Nootropic Focus Hidden Potential Blend, 1,000 milligrams of tyrosine, a good dose, amino acid, cognition, clarity, mood elevation. Alpha GPC, 250 milligrams. Again, a lower dosage, but choline, focus benefits. Going to work with the tyrosine there to give us more focus benefits. L-theanine, 200. I like this because It's a nice ratio to the caffeine anhydrous, not too much that it's going to taper it down too much, but also enough just to eliminate perhaps some of the slap that 500 can bring a lot of people. It will tunnel it in, dial it in. It's a sniper's scope. It will make sure it's used at a effective pace. No crash, hopefully. We've got Alpina Galangia rhizome extract, also at a 150 milligram dosage. Focus benefits. And the same can be said of Mesembrin up next, 100 milligrams, of course. Brain time. It's waking you up. It's getting you in the moment, in the zone. And Hupazia Soretta, 7 milligrams. I'm going to assume that's got a 1% yield. I'm not too sure. Maybe 70 micrograms. But it's dubbed a learning chemical. Of course, more focus benefits. Then we get into the Amplify blend. I mean, I'm not too sure. It's vitamins, it's general bodily function. And we look at power output, creatine at 3 grams. Creatine, one of the most researched chemicals, supplements in bodybuilding studies. Power output, strength, pump, even been shown to help with the brain these days. So it's a jack of all trades. I would have liked to have seen it at 5 grams at the full dosage, because obviously at 3 grams it's the lower end. Most people out there will need another source of creatine throughout the day. I always say if it's in your pre-workout, which I don't think it's essential because it's not something you feel straight away, hence the words pre-workout, you want to just go all in or not in. My honest opinion, my personal opinion. Now, what do I think of the label? I really like it. It's unique. I will say some of the ingredients, or actually quite a few, are lower dosed than we would like to see, but I must just add, because there are so many of those lower dosed ingredients, they're going to all work together and give you a well-rounded feeling. We hope. It is unique as well. And I've got to say, 500 caffeine, I'm a bit worried. Let's move into the effects now. PER4M 2.0 by the guys at Nexus Nutrition. It's time for the effects, right? The real world effects. I like the design. I like the fact that it looks on paper to be the strongest pre-workout that Australia has produced, and it probably is able to produce. I'm here to give it to you honest, right? What do I think of using this one? Well, I think I'm going to jump in at the deep end here and tell you that I really did enjoy the experience on this product. I really like it for a few reasons, and I'm going to give them to you now. So, beta-alanine, if it's in your product, the tingle feeling, you will feel it. And honestly, this is talking maximum serving, guys. It comes in strong. And no surprise, 5 grams of the stuff. The tingles set a serious sense of urgency, and they set the tone moving forward for the training session at hand. If you like the tingles, this is one of the stronger tingle pre-workouts on the market. Very strong. We're talking probably like 10 out of 10 on the tingle scale. It's up there, of course. Placebo, nonetheless, if it turns things on, so be it. Energy comes in next, and it is strong, right? Strong at 500 caffeine, no less. But I've got to say, also doesn't feel ridiculous, okay? I think the L-theanine was the leash to it, holding back the dogs of war, okay? But they're fighting for that. They're fighting for the steak. Now, it's a really nice feeling product. Like I say, not ridiculously strong, excessive heart rate, scared feeling. No, it's a productive, well-being feeling. It gives me a nice boost. Let's put it that way. In terms of where does it sit on the power scale, it's not daily driver. We know that. We can tell that just by the 500. Forget some of the other bits in there. But it's still It's the first step in that stim junkie realm. I've got to say, for Australia, it's top tier stim junkie pre-workout. I'm very, very much surprised that it's possible. I think, yes, it's the strongest pre-workout we've had as a review channel out of Australia in the last 7 years. It's very good. It is a very good pre-workout. It comes with a well-being and well-rounded approach, right? Pumps, solid, no surprise, okay? Pump ingredients here. The 10 of citrulline is doing it alone, let alone the sprinkles of the other bits here. And that's what I would say about the label. Some of them are sprinkles. We're talking lower dosages perhaps of some of the others, but together they form the meal. Focus, dialed in, okay? Let's put it this way. The brain, it just feels like something's massaging it through training. A nice mood elevating focus at that. Endurance, yes. Thermogenic feels, no, which is good in my opinion, personal. No cold sweats, jitters, over the topness. It's just got a nice vibe to this pre-workout. I've got to say, I'm sad that it's a limited. Who knows, perhaps they're going to bring out an unlimited version in the future. It's just, it's a nice feeling product. Pumps, yes. Focus, yes. Energy, yes. I've got to say, all of they're all pushing at the gates. I really enjoyed using it. There's no negatives for me. Like I say, no overstimulation. Productive feel. After training, you still want to be doing things. Chores, work, groceries, food, cooking, cleaning, you name it, you want to do it. Because it pushes on past training. Any training day, it's sufficient. I enjoyed it. I would recommend it. I would definitely recommend it if I lived in Australia and it was a struggle to get your hands on other types of products, if you know what I mean. They've done a really good job of it. I've got to say a really good job of it. Everything just felt nice, okay? If that sounds right to you, try and get your hands on it. Limited edition, I know, perhaps in the future it won't be, and I'll do my very best to come back to this video and drop that in the comments and pin it to the top to show that they now do it all the time. Well done, Nexus Sports. It's a good one. Appreciate you guys watching from wherever you may well be. Do drop us a comment down below if you're living in Australia, because I do think you only make up a few % of our audience. So I do hope that it hits your screens if you're in Australia. As always, of course, we must all together around the world stay stimmed Nexus style.